one way to figure out where your self-image lies is, how do you speak to yourself when things don't go to plan? What are the words that you use towards yourself? Or do you blame others? Do you take full responsibility because you're really the only one creating your life? Do you understand that? There's so much to self-image that it's a lesson that I keep coming back to, because I can't outperform what I believe is true of myself and how I can imagine myself. So I have to always spend time seeing myself differently, speaking to myself differently, doing different things. One of those is dressing for success. It's one of the sure ways that you can listen and hear what your paradigm or what your conditioning has to say. You get dressed up on a day that you're not going out for dinner or nothing fancy, and you see what your mind says. What do you think? Who do you think you are? Where do you think you're going? What the hell? There could be there's all sorts of things that can happen. I coach a group of people, or a few people, and as soon as they start to take different actions and put themselves out there, there's a bit of vulnerability. Bam, paradigm comes in and shows in its hand and said, okay, this is what you've actually got to contend with. This is where your belief system is right now, and this is what you're trying to do. You need to either get rid of me or talk me over to this side to go, okay, I'm going to support you in this. And that's what we call shifting a paradigm from being over here to actually being in harmony with you to help you through anything that you want. Can you do that? And how do you do that? Do you know? And that's the part of this work that I love, is teaching people how to do that, to speak to themselves differently, to understand that this is there just to show them, hey, this is what you've got going on in your subconscious mind at the moment, and this is what you want. For me to allow that to happen, you've got to transform me into that so that we can work together. Otherwise, I'm just going to be here sabotaging you all the way. And you see that in lots of areas of life. You go out to do something, the first live that I did, or the second live that I did, I got a text from a friend that straight away was in my face and asking the same question to myself, like, oh my God, who do you think you are doing this? This is so crazy. This is blah, 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 blah. And fear of criticism, okay? I had that in my subconscious mind. That was a part of me. I feared so much what people would say. And the results never lie. So because I feared that, that's exactly what I got. And although I was taking action, what I was getting back in responses was mostly good. But, you also bring back what you're in harmony with, and that's what I feared. So whatever we fear, we're attracting just as much as what we love. So being able to understand that, and then play around with some different ideas about you. Can you see yourself differently? What is it that you want? And if you knew what you wanted and you got a really clear picture of yourself doing that, what has to change compared to the life that you're living today? What parts of you have to change? Because there has to be a change. There has to be a change in energy for you to get into that vibration of that. You can't keep doing the things that you've been doing and expect something different in a result. It doesn't work that way. So we have to change what we're doing. Change how we see ourselves. Imagine yourself different. Visualize yourself with it. Turn up differently. Stand differently. Change your posture. Speak to yourself differently. Speak to others differently. Look at situations differently. There's a whole lot of things that has to change. And that's part of the fun. Now, if speaking to yourself is something that maybe isn't the best thing that you've been doing for yourself lately, maybe you beat up on yourself, or you run yourself down into the ground a little bit when something doesn't go quite right, or maybe you don't live up to the things that you say you're going to do, where does your speaking go to? So then does it show you that your self-worth is lacking a bit? These are just questions to ask yourself. And if you want any help, if you want any of the resources that we've got, just maybe put resources in the comments and what you need the help with. Is it self-talk? Is it visualizing, or whatever it is? Ask for resources and then tell us what you want the help with, and maybe I can come on and do a live, or we can incorporate it into the next Unleash training, or I can do a workshop with you all. You know, I'm here to serve, I'm here to help, and help you understand that there's more to life than what we've been served, maybe, or led to believe. There's way more out there, and there's way more fun to be had, and everything is available to you, and at a faster speed than maybe you thought possible. It's called alignment. Align yourself with the good that you want, and it has to come. You magnetize yourself to it. Alrighty, I am off to play for the rest of the day. I will see you all later on. Bye bye. See ya.